What is the life like? So you do these shows at night. Do you stay up late because you can't go to sleep after you're done working? So then you got to obviously take a nap at some point, right?
Well, last night I actually got a good night's sleep. I've been trying. I've chilled on my drinking, and that's allowed me to my body to just kind of, hey man, you're tired, and so now I'm like, oh man, I do my show, I have a nice dinner, and then I unwind. I'll read like a script or something I have to catch up on, and then I knock out. But this morning I woke up because I had to do press. After I did press, I only slept 4 hours last night, so I did press. And I went to the gym. After the gym, we came all the way here. Now I'm gonna rest before my shows, and I'm gonna get up and go to the gym probably about 5 o'clock, and then yeah,
Day in the
repeat the
life. Well, I
cycle.
won't. I won't keep you long. We're always all just such a huge fan of everything from the '90s till now. Let's start with whatever you think is your most proud work, something that maybe like it's something that everybody asks Marlon Wayans about. Like, what is the one thing that you think is makes you a legend? Like that makes people think like that is the iconic Marlon Wayans.
Um, I think the fact that uh, everything, if you looked at everything I did with my brothers or without, is something I crafted, right? So nothing came easy. Like Don't Be a Menace, me and my brother had to write. Wayne's Brothers, we had to create. And then all the things we went through every season on Wayne's Brothers. And then to do White Chicks, and what an impossible movie. And then to do Scary Movie and it be a $300 million worldwide hit. And then I think doing a haunted house after Scary Movie got taken from us and kind of taken back what was rightfully ours, which is, our way of telling parody. But I think to me, the most impressive thing I've done and courageous thing was start doing stand up late in the game. You know what I mean? You're supposed to start doing stand up and then you start producing movies and writing movies and starring in movies. I did it ass backward. And so that's really hard when you have like $1 billion in box office and you're standing in a coffee shop or at a dive bar and you're doing stand up and then everybody's like, what are you doing here? And I'm just like, I'm here as a journeyman trying to be the funniest I can. And once I got the hang of it, now I can do prolific things like drop a special every year and a half because I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I'm a great performer, and I don't need that long to rehearse material. I get it nice, and I'm like, all right, I want to let this go because I want to write something else. And I think, I'm on my sixth hour, which is really crazy. In 12 years, I got 6 hours, and I know my next three specials after this one I'm working on. I'm telling you, I think something I hated so much, which was stand up, and now to think that I'm excelling at it, it's scary.
Yeah. Why did you want to do like what made you? You're already this huge star in the movie and TV world, right? So why did you want to prove it to yourself? Was it the money? Was it just kind of like this? It's something to do. Like I could be consistent with it. What made you want to do that? Because to me, I see a lot of my colleagues trying to do stand up too, and I'm like, oh hell no, that looks terrifying AF. Like I am not getting on a stage. That's so vulnerable. What made you want to try it out?
I've been a star a long time. I want to be a superstar. I want to be a megastar. And I think in order to do that, you have to conquer all your fears and just get better. Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time because he just kept getting better. Every time they tried to stop him, he found a new way to score. And he was known for the dunk, then the set shot. I hate when people call you when you're actually on the phone. I think that's the rudest thing. I'm just like, and I know they don't know, but I'm like, leave me alone.
Stop
Watch them
calling.
call back. They'll
It's a
call
text
back.
message. It's a simple text. It's a simple text. You don't have to
I
call.
wrote, sorry, I can't talk right now. That's what I do, the quick text. So I think if you look at Jordan, like every year he got better, just when they thought he was known for just dunking, then he got a great set shot. And then once you try to stop the set shot, then he learned how to do a layup with both hands and switch it. He'll go to the right side of the room only to score on the left. And then just when you double team him, he learns to pass the ball to his teammates. And then, okay, so now we're going to stop him. We're not going to let him go in and dunk. So I'm going to lay off him. Then he shoots 8 3-pointers in one game. And then you're like, okay, the only way we could beat this guy is to foul him. And then you foul him, and he goes from being a 70% free throw shooter to an 85% free throw shooter.
Mm.
And my brother used to say, you have to, in order to become huge, you have to be an unstoppable force in nature. And that takes commitment and work, dedication, and you got to be fearless. And that's where I'm at right now. And I
Wow.
just feel like all the work that I've done, and it's not like over the past 5 years, I'm not some guy they found like, oh, he's the next hot guy. I had to earn every stripe I had.
Yeah.
People watch me. It's hard to grow under the microscope.
Yeah.
You ever watch your kids grow, and then one day you look and you're like, yo, you're a man. What happened?
Yeah.
That's what is happening right now with me. It's like, wait, you was a kid on the Living Color set, or I'm gonna get you suckered, and you was running down the street making fun of Fly Guy, and now you're on your sixth stand-up special. You have a great movie coming out. Him, I'm showing up now
Mm.
as the star I've been working myself to be.
Man, the motivation is next level. It's kind of inspirational. I was like thinking about it when I did a deep dive before chat with you, and I'm like, holy shit, like Marlon Wayans has been in my life in every part, like every step and stage. Like as a kid, growing up watching In Living Color, being the only white kid in the inner city, like watching In Living Color. That was the show we watched because we talked about it the next day.
Yeah.
To get into college, and then obviously like the Wayans Brothers show was next level. Like it was must watch. Then of course post. Now we got White Girls. It's just like every single step of my life I can resort back to you. And then I was like, holy shit! Like Above the Rim, I'm wearing a Naughty by Nature shirt. They were on the soundtrack. Like it's just wild that you
I'm
have
like
been
I'm like
around all this.
I'm like herpes. I just don't go away. I'm HSV3.
I did not have that on my bingo card. Hey, listen, so you got the Wild Child tour. We gotta
Yeah.
get people out there. It's probably sold out. If not, grab your tickets. Waukegan. What does your stand-up delivery approach show? What does it separate from like the rest of people that are doing this right now? Like, what's different from seeing Marlon Wayans?
I'm not just telling jokes, I tell a story. And I just tell my truth. And I start my creating my sets by going, what hurts and what's funny about it.
Well,
And I
yeah,
and I think when you create from that space, you're really it's from such vulnerability that you're seeking to find this edginess as protection, but also as healing.
that's
So
good. Yeah, deep, a little deep.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but that's what people need. I
mm,
think people need to learn to laugh again. People
yeah,
have lost the art of laughter. We've lost jest. We've lost mockery. We lost making fun of each other, making fun of our differences, laughing together. Laughter, roasting, those things bring us together. I don't think we should have this sensitive society that we've been grooming. I don't want that for my children. Yo, take
yeah,
a joke. You got to take them the rest of your life because life's going to get really hard and you're going to have to learn to laugh at things that's not funny in order to just survive.
yeah.
And so I feel like I'm being called to adventure. Like people need what I'm selling. People
Mhm.
need real hard laughs.
Yeah. Truth, yeah. And you mentioned in Living Color, like going back. Um, I don't think, which is weird, I don't think the show, and it does get a lot of credit, but I don't think it's nearly enough as it deserves because of its comedic, art that it gave us, but the stars it created and stuff. Do you also feel that way? Do you feel like I mean, it pops up on my Instagram. There's clips that pop up on my algorithm, which I'm grateful for. But is there a part of you that thinks like in that small stretch, this was a show that I feel like defined an era. Do you feel like it doesn't get the credit it deserves?
Definitely not. But then again, it's not an institution that's been around 30 years. We had 4 incredible years. And then season 5 was like, what was that? Because we had left the show.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about Wayne's comedy, right? Nobody can do it like we do it.
Yeah.
In living color, as long as you can't steal the family recipe. and only we can recreate, reinvent our stuff. And I think that's what we're looking to do now is come back wearing a full five.
I love the Mr. Ugly Man. Like I love anything that was music, like the spoofs with the music. Like I think there's the Vanilla Ice one. I think there was a Snap, like I Need a Shower. I think that
Yeah,
was one too, right?
yeah.
Those like those come in my head, like live in my head rent free. Was there any that you wrote or like wanted to create that just never happened?
I wanted to do PM Dawn, I Die Without You, and I was gonna do I Die Without Food. Yeah, gravy. I
It's so good because it's so dumb.
die without food. Yeah, gravy.
Oh my God. Why do
I
I
don't
love that
know.
so much?
I don't
Oh,
know why we never did it. I was
oh,
in. We right when I was in the middle of writing that, we left the show.
oh, what a time to be alive. Was the 90s the best?
There ain't been the '90s since. I've hated since Y2K. I've hated this world. I'm like, yo, take me back to the '90s. Take me back to the '80s. Take me back to the '70s. I think I can't wait for that era to come back so that these kids can understand what they've been missing the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Like when things were authentic, when musicians played music, when comedians could speak their minds, and man, when you can be, it wasn't toxic to be Democrat or toxic to be Republican, that your vote was your own personal vote and you didn't get skewered for it or your opinions to you know what I mean? It's like you don't have to always be popular. I miss snapping, I miss roasting, I miss talking nonsense about each other. I miss that. I want to bring that back. I'm not settling for where the world is. We're better than that.
Yes, preach. Gonna close it up. I know we got another interview coming up. I do this thing. This is my gimmick. Talking with Marlon Wayans. He's like herpes. He said that earlier. Let's do five favorites. Five favorites with Marlon Wayans. Your favorite steak temperature.
Medium well. And I know that makes a lot of white people upset. Like I was with you if you said medium rare. You guys like a lot of blood. I can't. Look, you're lucky. It used to be well done, and then I was like, one of my white friends was like, "You're eating a wallet," and I was just like, "All right, I'll take it down a little." Then I went medium well plus, and then I was like, "Okay, that's a little slither, just like." And now I go medium well because it's a little slither of pink. But bro, I can't just have blood. I'm sorry, I can't.
That's a fine compromise. Least favorite 90s fashion.
Oh, I would say the hammer pants. I had plenty of pairs of those, but they're not fun, and your balls flop around everywhere.
Favorite movie theater snack.
Popcorn, man. But I'm gonna do popcorn with hot sauce because I'm just that ghetto. I bring my hot sauce with me.
I think it's legit. Put some Franks on it, shake it up.
Fight
Yeah.
all day. There you go.
Um,
You picked the right one.
Favorite fly girl not named Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, that would be Lisa because man, she
Oh,
was
Lisa.
gorgeous. Those
Yep, yep.
beautiful eyes and that body. I was like, oh, I used to love her.
Favorite thing about being a Wayans brother. Last one.
Is that I grew up in a house with my legends. Everybody I wanted to be like was in the bed next to me.
Oh man, that's awesome. Are you so my family gatherings are there? I love my family, but there's always a little hint of drama. There's like a little tiny like little splat of drama. Where are your family gatherings like the exact opposite? That's what I'm picturing. Just it's just one big like shit
It
show of comedy.
it depends on how much liquor my
Mhm.
sister Elvira has. Other than that, it's great. Hot the vodka. She can
Dude,
have a little after three. All right, it was a good time. I gotta go.
I think I think I'm Elvira. All right. Well, listen, have a great weekend. Again, get your tickets for tomorrow night. Huge show, Marlon Wayans. Appreciate the love, man, and keep
Thank
crushing
you.
it. And thank you for all that
And
you've given
in
us.
Bloomington tonight. If y'all around, come to Bloomington. I know it's probably very far away, but if
What's
not,
up?
Waukegan it is. I see y'all at the Genesee.